Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my platinum walkthrough of The Surge 2. In this episode, we're picking up right where we left off in episode 9, and we are moving forward in this area to farm some gear to upgrade our armor some more and defeating the next boss. So in this area there's going to be a lot of these enemies. They're quite easy to kill and you'll want to pick up their armor while you're here. There's going to be quite a few of these nanite enemies, so it may even pay to equip some nanite dampening core implants. And you're going to want to head round here to the back of this exo lift to pick up some tech scrap and various alloy items. This is actually a scanner gate, so you can use your Starfish drone to turn it off. If you accidentally walk through that, all the lurking enemies are going to come rushing at you, so it might pay to do that. And yeah, there's a bit of tech scrap to be gained in this area, so you might want to farm a bit before versing the next boss. Some people I've found have a bit of trouble with the next boss because it's quite fast and it's quite powerful. It does like a decent amount of damage, so you want to probably upgrade your armor, and it can be sort of tricky to dodge and block because it's so fast and it takes a little bit to get used to, but you know, like after a few times of versing that boss, you should be you know, have a pretty good knack for it and be well on your way to defeating it. So yeah, just go ahead and cut a few limbs here, grab some schematics for your armor. If you want to, you can really just explore this area on your own. It's not it's basically just a big pool with lots of enemies in it. So over this part there's some tech scrap. There's two of these nanite enemies and they're going to sort of rush you, so you might want to just aggro one of them, take that out, and then the next one will come after you. And there he is there. So the easiest way to kill them is just to attack their body, which is undefended. If you go in for a cut, it does spawn these little enemies, little micro nanite enemies. So yeah, just go ahead and pick up those items, and you should have, you know, 1,000 Omni cells at this stage in the game. So yeah, that's a lift that we can open up, and it's a shortcut to the boss. When I made this recording, for some reason the last few seconds didn't capture, but I can just explain to you how to get to that lift. It's literally just around the corner from where the recording goes up to, and you just shoot a little explosive thing that you normally shoot with your Starfish drone, and it will disable the magnetic lock on the lift, and it's just on the wall next to the NPC there that you can talk to for a side quest. If you want to do that side quest, you can't do it at this stage in the game. You have to come back to this area later on. So just make your way through this area. You're going to be encountering some nanite infected enemies, humanoids. That's going to be the first time in the game you come across these sorts of enemies. And they have sort of nanite armor across some of their limbs. And so yeah, just up here around the corner is the next is where that guy is. You just keep following that path and you'll be able to unlock the lift, but for some reason my recording cut out, so there he is, and to the left there on the wall is the thing to shoot. You just have to hold square to open that door. And here's that nanite enemy. But past him and down this line, this exo line, is the next boss. Now I recommend, if you die, you know, if you don't kill this boss in your first try, just leave your tech scrap, don't pick it up, because it actually heals you when you're standing next to it. And so you just walk close to that chest and it will trigger this boss. Now this boss is semi-difficult. You want to use your drones on it. When it does that charge, it's going to sort of walk backwards, and you're going to know it's going to do it, so then you dodge to the side. And you can either block these swipes or dodge them, and it does the lunge and a spinning move like that, and those are all the moves it does. So you just learn how to either block or dodge them. I'm more of a dodging player, so you can see it sort of step back before charging. If you get hit every so often, it doesn't really matter, but when you're getting hit with, you know, like more than half of its attacks, you're probably not going to survive, so you either have to dodge or block them. Now you hit these projectiles, and what it actually does is it increases your timer for your tech scrap, so you don't have to pick it up, you can just keep it there. See how it's already back up to over 2 minutes because I attacked those projectiles, and if you don't attack those projectiles, then the boss's health regains, which is, you know, it's you won't kill it if you don't attack those projectiles. Like the sort of remnants of the projectiles it fires that you can break. So yeah, just chill out next to the tech scrap healing. If you're close to it when it does that, see these projectile things, you gotta smash them. You'll get hurt if it does that thing and you're near it. All its nanite spikes come out of its body. So this is the enemy that was at the prison at the start of the game. So you just take your time with this, let it come to you, don't come to it unless you got full stamina and you're going in for a couple of hits then dodging back out again. You might have a different strategy where you're, you know, using some real heavy armor or something, and I'm not sure, but the strategy that I use is just to maintain your distance. Try and look after your stamina and only do a few hits before backing out, because you're going to run out of stamina too fast if you, if you get too greedy with those hits. And it's understandable that you're not going to block or dodge every single attack of it. But if you have, you know, your armor upgraded to the current mark level of the enemies in that big pool area, then you should be fine. Okay, now there is a trophy here we can get. You can get this trophy later on in the game because you do verse different echoes of Delver. This is just the first echo you verse. But before it dies, you want to get out the weapon that Delver dropped and kill it with that weapon and you'll get a trophy. So you can either do it on this or a different Delver Echo later on in the game. The second Delver Echo Gamma is actually easier in my opinion than this, so you might want to save it for that if you're having trouble with this boss, but if you're feeling pretty comfortable and you get the boss down low enough, you can go for the trophy on this one. So as you can see, it's on such low health. Now move over to the weapon that you want. I think it takes me a little while to find it actually. It's not Parting Gift. There's so many weapons, sometimes I find it difficult to find the one I want. It's Helix of the Delver, it's actually got the boss's name on it. So it's a staff. So you kill it with that and you'll get this energetic speed intensifier implant, and you'll also get the trophy. And you can go ahead and pick up your tech scrap. Okay, cool. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.